Good Saturday morning, everyone. It is June 2nd, and I've got a couple of projects I'm working on this weekend. The first is I'm going to make a sample piece for the contractor that I've been doing a lot of work for lately. I'm going to cut this 20-inch wide slab down to 18 inches wide, and from 2 inches thick down to 3/4 of an inch thick. And these are going to go beside the apartment doors in the new building they're building and have the address on them. So let's get started. There's a 3/4 inch by 18 by 6.5 feet. If the owner of the building likes these, they want 130 of them. So that'll be a nice little job. So I will get this ready to take in Monday and deliver for them to have a look at. Next project on the list is going to be to take these panels that are currently 11 inches wide and rip them down on the sawmill to 10 inches. So I'll probably take a 1/2 inch off of each side, and I'll kind of look for defects, knots, a little bit of damage, and try and eliminate that as I go. Now the reason I didn't cut these down to 10 inches before I cut them into panels was the twist in the beams. Some of them are twisted so bad that if I tried to straighten out the edges before I made the panels, I would have ended up with less than 10 inches. So I thought it would be better to cut the panels individually and then side stack them. And you can see there's different thicknesses or widths in each panel, and so I'll be able to make everything a true 10 inches. And it's a little more time consuming, but I think this is the right way to do it. Well, that actually came out better than I was expecting. That's a nice smooth cut. And a nice little side effect, I've got stickers for days. I'm gonna end up with a bunch of this stuff. That first pass was at 10 3/4 inches. So now I'll flip all these boards over and make another pass at 10 inches exactly. Now I noticed these ends chatter a little bit when I started sawing, so I think I'm going to grab a couple bar clamps and clamps the end together just to keep them a little tighter. Now I took a real thin cut out of that first side of that stack, and the reason is this beam had a chunk missing out of the side before I started cutting panels, and I thought that if I took the majority of the dimensional cut out of one side, I would be able to salvage the boards and still end up with 10 inches. Looks like there's only 2 boards that have any sort of damage remaining in them. And I think once they're cut to their 10-foot length, we might be able to eliminate that altogether. So all in all, it works pretty good. This beam's probably the straightest and the least checked of all of them. I should get a lot of panels out of this one.
Look at all those.
That'll be exciting. Do you see Mickey Mouse?
Well, even though I skimmed over the top of the rock, you could see how wavy it made the next cuts. That's a bummer. Well, that's 99 of the 145 boards I need. It's kind of warm today. It's in the 80s. I'm kind of pooped, so I'm going to call it a day. Maybe do some more tomorrow and get cleaned up. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.